So I found Crossroads by doing an internet search because I was looking for a place that would provide prenatal care. Like days upon days, I was searching on the internet to find a place, and I saw an ad for Crossroads Care Center, and then I called and left a voicemail, and then a couple of days later I got a call back and they scheduled me for an appointment. I just moved from California to Michigan in the summertime. And so my job is still based in California. So it's a remote job. It's based in California. And the health insurance I signed up for, all the doctors on that plan are California doctors. And then when I got pregnant and I started looking into it, I realized there's no doctors that I could see in Michigan. And I couldn't switch my insurance until open enrollment. And then it didn't take effect until January. Fear started to set in, and I felt myself getting anxious and overwhelmed because not only is this my first pregnancy and I had no idea what it was going to be like or anything like that. Each day that went past and I was like, I can't see this doctor, I can't see that doctor, they don't take my insurance. And I was trying to apply for Medicaid, and they said you make too much money because you don't qualify, but I don't make enough to afford to pay for care out of pocket. I just started to panic a little bit, and so it was just really overwhelming, emotionally exhausting, and I had to really just lean back on my faith and tell myself God allows things to happen and he wouldn't. Fear tried to take over, but I had to remind myself that God had it handled, and he did have it handled. So yeah, it was a sticky situation. So Crossroads definitely came through for me. I found out really early, I was 5 weeks when I found out. And thankfully Crossroads was just what I was looking for. So my first visit was I believe they called it just an intake appointment. And I met with the nurse, and she did a pregnancy test. And then she just sat and talked with me, asked me about, my life, my history. And was really just supportive and caring, and gave me the opportunity to kind of offload some of my feelings. And she was a nurse, but she also kind of acted as a counselor, to be honest. And so once she confirmed that I was pregnant, then she told me that I could be scheduled for an ultrasound. And I came back and they did a abdominal ultrasound to confirm that it wasn't ectopic, and to make sure it was a viable pregnancy, and to confirm how far along I was. So then I met with Dr. Stark, and she was just so warm and pleasant and prayed with me and just was very comforting for me during the time, and just was very supportive. And that's exactly what I needed, because although I was excited for the pregnancy, I am also very nervous and didn't really know what to expect. So just being able to provide or receive care from someone that kind of reassured me everything's going to be okay, God has a plan for you and your child, and it was exactly what I needed in that moment, and it made me feel a lot more comfortable. So I started seeing her in October, and I'm due May 27th, 2024, which happens to be Memorial Day. So I'm about halfway through my pregnancy at this point. I would say the biggest benefit of coming to Crossroads is just the emotional support that I've been receiving, because of course I'm receiving prenatal care. I feel like they're also providing emotional support, spiritual support, and just to know that there's a group of people out there that I feel like they see me, and I feel like they actually care about me. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I'm crying. Oh, these darn hormones. So yeah, just to know that there's a group of people that actually care about me and care about, my baby, and really want to see me succeed and want to make sure I have everything I need. So the emotional support was definitely top tier, and I'm kind of sad that I can't stay here the whole pregnancy, and I'm sad that you guys don't provide delivery and all of that, because if you did, I would not even go anywhere. So it's definitely been like more than I could have asked for. The fact that this place is out there and it's like free of charge, it honestly is a godsend, because I don't know what I would have done if I didn't come across the ad for Crossroads. And I'm sure that there's thousands of other people that are in similar, if not worse, situations. And it's like, it's just so good for the community to have a resource like this. So I definitely stand behind the work that Crossroads does. So if I had the opportunity to sit down and speak with Crossroads donors, I would just say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because your support, your donation, your giving, your selflessness is really making a difference. I mean, I know the difference it made in my life, and I'm sure there's thousands of other testimonies out there like mine. And your generosity makes a huge difference in my life, others' lives, and especially my baby's life. Thank you so much.